Hey, gang, it's Yergz, and we're in Studio Yergz. We just finished broadcasting the Friday edition of the Lunchtime Happy Hour, and we are here now with See My Stew, short for Studio. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go back out to the room next door, which is my bar room. That's right, I've got a bar in my house. And we're going to come in to what used to be the third bedroom and is now Studio Yergz. See you in a second. The switch. Okay, sorry. Saw the mic was muted. Try it again. Take two. So this is the bar inside my house. Unfortunately, because of Hurricane Idalia, all of these seat cushions had to be moved inside because the dock box got blown apart in heavy winds. Yeah, this is now also pseudo a shed. But we've got a full bar, some memorabilia from my career in the Secret Service, and uh,
Well, it's black.
it's black. My screen here has it pretty good. So it might be black because you're not on camera or your camera's off. And don't worry, I'll edit out all that conversation. Maybe you could let out. So let the kid out. So this is where I live near Tampa, and this is the backyard, the outdoor kitchen, jet skis, uh, swing. It's where I kind of do some of my studying, and there's me. Very heavily tinted windows. We come in. This is my bar and kind of sort of a waiting room right outside Studio Yergz, but let's get in and see what we're supposed to see. This is the studio. My son's desk here. He's going to college locally and does his gaming. But right here, this is my half of the room. See a nice big green wall, and even over on the side, part of a wall. That way, if it's kind of an angled shot, those sound tiles that are on the glued to the wall still create part of the green screen. So that corner isn't even seen when we're on TV or any other sort of video. Studio lights hanging from the ceiling. One of the cameras there and another one there, but that's going to be moving soon. And there goes my headset. And this is a desktop. I'm using the iPhone instead of anything else. That way we can actually see what I see during the course of a show. Obviously, coffee. Can't go without that. But you'll notice a clean desktop with the exception of a keyboard and a mouse. Everything else is on my computer. There is a look at Chrome. That's one of the browsers I have. And you can see on that is, get a little closer so you can see, that is what I'm looking at during the course of a show. You see my desktop camera here, that's my iPhone, and that's our connection to See My Stew, who's watching as we do this. This is the program, what's happening. That's private chat for all of us and the guests. Try to, oh, that's the wrong, there we go. Get that down out of the way. And these are a bunch of accessories, such as an overlay, and all kinds of other fun toys, that commercials and things of that nature that I can play during the course of a video program, which most of mine are both video and audio. Many of you have a soundboard on your desktop. I have it on my desktop, my virtual desktop. This is it. I can have as many as 4 microphones in the studio with me. This one is actually the phone system that I'll show you in a minute. This is anything virtual, such as OBS Studio, Google, any other web browser if I'm playing something off the internet. And these are some outgoing volume controls. Here's another monitor. I'm very busy during the course of a show. This is another monitor where we have tabs for today's show. These were some notes and some website articles that we discussed during the course of today's political show. That is a program called OBS. It stands for, I think, Ordinary Broadcast System. It's free, it's open source, and it's amazing. Spend an afternoon, learn how to use OBS, and you will not regret it. Facebook chat, WhatsApp. We can take calls from WhatsApp and have that go through on the air. This is another program that we have called Ring Central, where we pay for, you see that number right there, 1-888-88-93749 is actually 1-888-88 Yergz, Yergz. And so when callers call in with that number, that's where we receive them. It has its own channel on the soundboard. And right now you see that it's muted so that if we do get a call, it's not going to interrupt our recording. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's one thing in the background here I didn't show you. This is the application called Mix, MIXXX. It is what we use to broadcast to internet radio, while Restream does our video, and right now terrestrial radio. There would be another connection over here with the radio station that we're going to, and they take the audio and put it out over their web and AM or FM transmitter. This is our transmitter for internet radio. You see, we can play different commercials here. There was a theme song here for the earlier show, and an outgoing song that we use would be over here. And then this is just a list of different things that we can play if it's not already programmed. So now we're back to that camera. That's the green wall that you saw a minute ago. Watch this. This is another background that I use. Oh, hold on. Stand by. This is another background that I use for one of my other shows called Psycho and the Psychic. I co-host a show with a psychic every Tuesday and Thursday. That's at 11 a.m. Eastern, live right from here and from her studio in New York City. Today's show on Friday was the lunchtime happy hour, where I'm joined by a guy named Matt Deemer, who's a crypto expert. He has one of the shows on Yergz Radio called The Daily Crypto News. He's also the Democratic nominee for the 7th District of Ohio for Congress.
and we're teamed up with the homeless conservative, Blake Fisher, who represents the right side of the political spectrum on our show. And as the name suggests, he is a homeless conservative in that he is not a Trump supporter. So that's our shows. I also do some pre-recorded podcasts from here. I'm the co-host of Both Sides Now, where I've teamed up with a junior high English teacher of mine, Jane Stahl. Her other podcast is also found on Yergz Radio, the Be Inspired podcast. And Blake's podcast, The Homeless Conservative, is coming to Yergz Radio. You can find so many more of those shows at yergzradio.com and find out more about me and anything else I'm doing at yergz.com. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to listen and hit in comments what your show is so we can maybe get it on Yergz Radio. Talk to you again soon. Keep talking. Okay, how was that?
Awesome.
Cool. I'll
That
edit
was
that
very,
right now.
very, very great. Very professional. You gave us the. Can you hear me?
I was kind of sort of listening to you through the phone.
Oh, that was very great. Very professional. A very like all encompassing take into a studio experience. I like that you also shared with us like the editing tools and what you're using. The funny thing is that you told me about OBS. I never heard about it before. You told me about it, what was that, last week or 2 weeks ago? And
Okay.
right after we ended our chat, I log on to Facebook and somebody was asking, how do you use OBS with Zoom? So I thought that was very funny and poignant, and the algorithms working in my favor.
So to answer that, when you set up your camera, you go into OBS and set that up to receive the camera footage. And then you go into whatever platform you want to use, Zoom, Chrome for things like Restream, and anything else that I use there. Uh, and instead of taking the input from the camera, you take the input from the output from OBS.
Gotcha.
So it goes from camera to OBS to whatever else you want to broadcast from.
Gotcha.
And
Cool.
that way, things like this background here, that's put in by OBS.
Mm, that's good because yeah, I need that, and then also I know that some people that I work with would love to know more about that too.
Okay. Maybe I'll do a video on OBS and a little bit more in depth of what the different things do on my desktop.
That would be great. The second thing, what did you say? Oh, WhatsApp. So, how do you use WhatsApp to do over the air? Like, do you just put your phone to the mic?
No, there's actually a desktop version of it.
Okay.
That's what that was up here in the one corner. Let me share screens here. That was up there in the one corner. Let me put it up there. Boom. That's it there. Now, the downside to that, if you use WhatsApp for your personal life and you give people whatever your phone number is, you've just given them your phone number.
Okay.
So I have people, that's kind of like my celebrity line, if you will. People who know me and have that number can call me on WhatsApp through, I'm not sure how much you're seeing of that, but through this drop down box here, you see there's 4 different numbers. A block
Mhm.
number, a primary number, that's my direct line in this system, in this Ring Central system. So if that's our business number, which is what this one is here, 888-322-4298, that's not a vanity number. That's just what we give as our toll-free office number. And then the studio is 1-888-88-YERGZ. But my desk, which is also right here, is this 267 number. That is not my personal cell phone number. Although the system rings on my cell phone because Ring Central has an app that is put on your cell phones as well. So if you're some other business and you need to take a call from a client, but you're away from your desk, you can still get the call from the client.
Gotcha.
But
I've only
for,
used WhatsApp once for work, and then somebody else who is a member of our group set up a WhatsApp for all of the international members that we have in our Facebook group.
so the thing about WhatsApp is that it goes over the internet, not over your data.
Mm,
Well, yeah, as far as a phone call, it goes over the internet, not over your data. Although if you're away from Wi-Fi, then it comes over your data, just not as a phone call. It comes as something you're streaming from the internet. So, and you can do both audio only and video with WhatsApp. I got to switch to here a second because I got to let my dog in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but through the just open, not necessarily through the phone.
You know what? I am. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. The dog wanted to come in from outside, and I
Oh, no,
forgot
it's okay.
my phone.
No, I couldn't hear you through the phone, just the mic.
Yeah, I forgot I disconnected that. So yeah, WhatsApp does both video and audio. There are others out there, but it's best to keep it. Like I also have. Show you this as well. Fire screen. Which one? There. I also have Google Voice.
Yeah,
You can call me on that number as well. And that number and the Ring Central numbers are numbers that I give out to everybody. Yeah, and that way, because I look at it that that way, if you don't have WhatsApp, or if there's some people who can't call a toll-free number because they're not in the United States or wherever else, there's other ways that you can reach us to be part of a show or to discuss any business with me, whatever you need to do.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you. People are going to love this.
Yeah, let me know when it airs so I can promote it as well.
Well, it'll air on
it.
Tuesday, but yeah, you got to send it to me.
Yeah, I'll edit it right now. I got today's radio show to edit as well to send that to a colleague that puts it on the net. And yeah, so you'll get it by the end of the day today.
Thank you. One thing I like to do in the title is kind of give a description using 2 or 3 words of the studio. So I'll ask you, what would you say 2 or 3 words to describe the studio space?
From bedroom to studio.
Okay, I like it. Cause Izzy, I don't know if you saw. I think I shared Izzy's with you. It was like a den or cozy den or something like that. So I like that. All right, thank you. My kiddos need my attention. I appreciate you, Ross.
All right, likewise.
All right, bless.
All right, see ya.